Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip, and I don't plan to visit.
Alright, how you guys doing? Listen, it's been a little bit. It's been a couple months since I had a chance to put up a video, and that's because I was working on a couple other YouTube projects, and one of them required me to learn some software on a computer, so that was quite time consuming. But I'm back to making some videos for the Model S, and we've got an event happening here in Southern Arizona, in Tucson, a drag racing event hosted by Boost Addicts here at Tucson Dragway. This is going to be a really late event because of the heat. So this thing's supposed to run from like 9 p.m. until 2 a.m. And I'm going to try to enter into a couple of different classes. I'm going to try to get into big tire. I'm going to try to get into the 6.0 index, which I think are both 1/8 mile races. And then I think if they'll let me, I will also try to jump into daily driver or late model. It kind of depends. The last time I did an event with this group, they kind of knew, they know the cars really fast, and so they really didn't let me, they stuck me in small tire really, where they knew there were some faster cars, and prevented me from the ability to actually win in some classes where I could have probably won, but it's whatever. That was then, this is now. That was over a year ago actually. And so as it stands right now, you can probably see little pieces of the supercharger here. I'm at a 150 kilowatt station, which is not far from the track. It's about a mile or two away from the track. It's literally like a 5-minute drive from here, which is nice and convenient. I don't think I will have to come back for any reason. I think once I charge up to 100%, I'll be good to go. But I'm excited to make the video. I'm happy to be back. There's a few things that I've missed that I wanted to do. If you guys are new to the channel, I kind of started the channel mostly because I am what I would consider to be a power user, meaning not only do I drag race the car, I track the car, I road trip the car. I live in Southern Arizona where temperatures can get in between 110 and 120 degrees. I park outside where the car is exposed. So we're gonna get to really kind of see how degradation comes into play. Matter of fact, I think there's about 8% degradation. As far, I have to check Tessie, I'm not 100% on that number, but there is some mild degradation already. I've had the car for about a year and a half. I got it in March of 2024, so it's a 2024 Model S. Sounds like they just refreshed it actually. There's not enough changes for me to want to trade up. I don't think I would trade this car up until the Model S came out with 800 volt architecture like the Cybertruck has, where you're not going to get any power loss when the battery drains down, right? You'll still run your best times all the way until the battery's empty. That's the benefit of 800 volt architecture. Unfortunately, with 400 volt, voltage is power. So when the battery depletes, you lose a little bit of power. You become normal in this car, right? You probably, you go from hypercar to like stage 2 M4 type of car, right? So once the battery gets down like below, I would say below like 50%, then the car starts to be what we would consider normal performance, right? Versus hyper car. So anyways, enough rambling from me. I got about 5 minutes left to charge here. Once I'm able to get registered for the classes, I'll kind of let you guys know what that's looking like, how many classes I was able to enter, and then the GoPros are charging. Hopefully I don't have any mounting or GoPro problems, and hopefully I can give you guys good quality footage. But that remains to be seen. It's still a work in progress. It's all new to me, all the camera work and the GoPros and all of that good stuff. But in any case, I think that kind of catches us up. So I think we're up to speed in regards to where I've been. We do got a couple road trips planned at the end of July as well. So we'll put up some road trip footage. The car also has FSD, paid for it in full. I was able to transfer it from one of my other cars to this car when I bought this one. So that stuff's getting really good. And I plan to start getting regular with the content again. So super long intro, I apologize, but just wanted to get you guys up to speed. We're caffeinating because it's gonna be a late night. So we'll see you guys at the track. Peace. All right, you guys, so we are at the track. We just got through the driver's meeting. I was hoping to do 3 classes, which was gonna be hard tire, late model, and 6.0. I guess they're not gonna let me in the big tire because the car's all-wheel drive. So I'm in 6.0 class and I am in late model class. I think there's only 3 cars in late model. And then there's about 6 cars in 6.0. So the GoPros are mounted on the car. Actually, you can probably see the car right here. So there's the Plaid right there. And then there's my buddy M4 Martin. He's kind of getting his tire pressure situated. So the GoPros are mounted on the car. I'm gonna keep facing this way because the light's good. GoPros are mounted. A lot of cars out here, a lot of cool cars. And so, yeah, I think we're just gonna wait for them to call our classes up and hopefully we'll get you guys some good footage. So we'll see you at the starting line. Peace. And we got GoPro over here for the right side, and then we got the GoPro over here on the driver's side. So this is the GoPro setup. Let's see. Give you guys the whole look. And then we've got the GoPro over here on the other side. All right, you guys, we're lining up to do our late model entry. There's only 3 entries and I am up first. The 3rd guy got a bye. It's an 8th mile run. I'll be in the left lane and we'll see how it goes. All right, you guys, we're doing late model. We're running against the Camaro, and it is a 9-second car, so this is gonna be a really good race. Let's see what happens. He's got to put heat in his tires real quick. So we're gonna get up in stage so we can get into cheetah stance. All right, we're ready. Holy shit, the car would not hook. That was a really good run. I think he had trouble hooking too. But if I can tell by the scoreboard, I think I got that one. So we'll see in a second. But the car would not hook, dude. I think I have too much air pressure in them. Let me take a, yeah, there's way too much air in them. And it's a little cooler outside as well. But we'll have to see if we won. I think we won. But we'll let you guys know the results. Okay, you guys, so I was in the left lane. I'm car number 181. I had a terrible time hooking. I could not hook And lucky for me, neither could the other car, the Camaro. But as you can see, it was a very, 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 whoops, let me turn the light back on. It was a very close race, but I managed to inch him out in the 8th mile at 7.05 versus 7.094. I also, of course, crossed the line faster. The reaction time was terrible on my part. I'm pretty good with a Pro 4 tree, but it came a little bit quicker. And it's also 10 o'clock at night. I'm old, all right? So, but I should be able to get that reaction time down to 0.1 or 0.0 if I'm really on top of it the next race. And also that race, I was at 95% state of charge. I used up only 2% in that run. I'm probably gonna chew up about 5% on the next run. So I just need to, there was only 3 cars in the race, and I only need to win the next race to win the bracket. So we'll see you guys at the starting line. Peace. Not sure what's going on here. I don't know if they're running the cars individually or not. Not sure where the other car was, but we'll see. We'll find out what happened. I'll let you guys know in a second. My reaction time was terrible. I'm not sure why the other car didn't show up. Supposedly he was faster than me. I'm gonna go try to find out what happened. But at least we ran a faster time than 7.0. It was a 6.5. That's kind of where I expect to be. There was a little tire slippage initially. That's why I didn't run like a 6.2, which is what I think the car is capable of. And I've run that in the past, but you know how it goes. Got to keep the rubber to the pavement. So let me go find out what happened with that other car. All right, you guys. So the car that I was supposed to race was also doing daily driver, and he ran and he couldn't get back around in time, and so they didn't wait for him, and that's why they sent me alone. That car was faster than mine, so I made it into the second round because the car couldn't get around. So there's cars in this bracket that are faster than mine. So we'll have to see what happens. We'll see you at the starting line for the next race. Peace. All right, it looks like daily driver is up, and they have the most entries without question. And there's M4 Martin. That's my buddy. Go ahead. So I'm excited to see what he does. He's running against an Infinity here. I think it's an Infinity. Hell yeah, it is. Woo-wee. This guy's got a stage 2 tune, dude. This car fucking launches. It's almost as fast as mine in the 8th mile. This car does a mid to low 6-second 8th mile. So we're excited to see him run. Oof. Nice. 10.7. Infinity was 17 seconds. I think they let off at the end. But his reaction time was really good. And Fort Martin's reaction time is always typically pretty good. So I had no question he was going to win that race. All right, so in the late model run that I did with the Camaro, the track was set up for an 8th mile run, and we're actually supposed to run 1/4 mile. So had that race continued, he probably would have won because neither one of us could hook, and he started to really put it on the back half. So I have to race that Camaro again, and if I'm going to win that race, I have to hook without any slipping. So we'll see how that goes. And then in the 6-0 bracket, I need to win 2 more races. But my understanding is the car's a little bit faster, so I just have to hope that they don't hook. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see you in the pits. Peace. All right, you guys, we're staging. This is the late model class again. We're redoing this race because it was supposed to be a 1/4 mile, and they ran us at an 1/8 mile. So we are gonna stage up, and this time I'm gonna try to actually get to the line a little bit sooner and get into cheetah stance if I can. And let this car get settled. So let's see what happens. All right, he's waving us forward. I'm gonna try to get situated. All right, here we go. Let's go. Come on, baby. Go, 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 go. Oh, he's faster than me. Son of a bitch. He got it. Well done. Well done. Woo! Son of a bitch. Dude, that fucking car's fast. Holy fucking shit, bro. Holy fucking shit. Oh, that was a great race. What a race. Well done. So that puts me out of the late model. I think he would have won that race on the first go round because I felt him creeping up in the 8th mile. Hey, listen, we're here for a good time. We really don't give a shit about losing. You got to give it up to the guy. And he went through the trouble of, putting his hard-earned money into building a car. And so, yeah, congrats to him. I'll show you the slips in a second. Oh, shit. As you can see, it was a super close race. My reaction time was the best so far. He was faster on his 60 foot. Faster in the 330, faster in the 1/8. The car was just faster. I got him off the line because of the reaction time and whatnot. But I ran a 9.7 in the 1/4 mile, which is literally unheard of for this car. I was at 88% state of charge, which is high enough state of charge. Like the last time I was out here, I was putting down like 9.3s and 9.4s. So, is degradation a factor here? It's hard to say. I felt like I hooked pretty well. I didn't feel any slipping. I got into cheetah stance, so I tried to cheat that a little bit. I did get into cheetah stance pretty good, and it is what it is. So we still have 6.0 to run. I think those cars are faster than mine too. And if I lose my next run, it's Miller time, baby. I'm going straight to the bar. So anyways, there's the time slip. Hopefully the camera's focusing on that okay. But the kid ran a great race, so congratulations to him. Very well done. And we'll see you in the pits for 6-0. Peace. All right, here we are in the 6-0 class. I'm running against a Corvette, and I am at 84% state of charge. So let's see if I can get to the line and get situated. Looks like he's got a guy who's gonna help him. All right, we're ready. Let's go, let's go. Woo! Yeah, baby. We won that one. Son of a bitch. Shit, we're still alive. All right, we hooked. We didn't slide or anything. So we'll show you the slips in a second. I guess we're still alive. I thought I was gonna be drinking a beer. But I thought I was gonna lose that race. Holy shit. I'm wondering if that car, if this was a quarter-mile race, I'm wondering if that car would have caught me too, like the Camaro did. Because I got the Camaro in the first half of that race, but he got it on the back end. So, all right, one more race, and then if I win that one, we win the pot for the 6-0 class. So we're still in it, boys. Let's get it. I'll show you the slip in a second. All right, you guys. So here's the ticket for the race against the vet. As you can see, my reaction time was just a tiny bit better, but it was a really close race all the way through. But I ran a 6.42. He ran a 6.8. And if you remember my first race against the Camaro, that they mistakenly put us at an 1/8 of a mile, I ran a 7-second 1/8 mile. So as you can see, I was able to hook up much better here. And I think that was the difference in the race. I was able to get off, oops, let me get the light back on. I was able to get off the line and hook, and I think that was the difference in the race, plus the slight edge in the reaction time as well. So one more race. If we win that one, we win the pot for that. I think there were 6 cars total, so it might be a $600 bag. I'll let you know. But for now, I'm gonna head over to, I'm gonna wait for them to call us back up, and yeah, we got one more race left. So we'll see you back in the pits for that, or in the staging lanes, I'm sorry. Peace. All right, you guys, we're going against this little orange truck right here. My understanding is the car is super fast and it's dialed in, so we just have to hope that he doesn't hook. But I believe he should win the race from what I'm hearing. So let's get staged. Let's hope that we get a good reaction time, and we'll take it from there. But this one will be for the $600 pot. All right, got around the water. All right, let's get down there. And we're gonna stage. Let's get into Cheetah. He blew the light. He blew the light. He blew the light, so we should win this. All right. Woo, he blew it. We got lucky. The fucking truck's fast, man. I think he's worried about racing a Tesla, man. A lot of times, you know, these folks, it kind of gets into their head a little bit. You know, I've had some faster cars spin out, and because they were kind of worried. So, yeah, we got lucky. Hey, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Sometimes the better driver wins. Sometimes the faster car, like, fucks up. So, he blew the light. We'll take that win. His truck is clearly faster. It was a great race. Hey, I got a little extra money in my pocket. We'll show you the slip in a second.
Come. That 2024 Tesla, that right lane on 4155, that's Joe in that Ford Courier, 1974.
As you can see, like, getting a 0.2 at a Pro 4 tree, I don't know, for me, for someone who's just doing this for shits and giggles, that's pretty good. But he did jump the light there. But technically, I think I was the faster car. 1.6 in the 60 compared to 1.8, 4.2 versus 4.4. And then 6.3 versus 6.5. So the difference was at the light. It would have been an incredible race if he didn't jump the light, because I think he would have still crossed the line. I mean, he had about at least a car and a half. At least a car and a half length ahead of me. But that's how it goes sometimes, you guys. Anyways, we're gonna go run over and watch M4 Martin and see if he finishes out the daily races, and we'll wrap this video up shortly. All right, so we got the daily driver final here. That'll be a BMW M4 competition versus a Ford Mustang. So this should be a really good race. We're gonna put some heat in their tires real quick, but we'll be able to catch this one right from the start line, right here. Mustang put up some smoke, baby. M4 ran a 10.2, but he crossed the line first. He basically won the race here at the light. He had the better reaction time. That's why he won the race. The Mustang ran a 10.2, so it was a 10.1 versus a 10.2. The Mustang had the 10.1, but he did not react well enough at the light. So that's where the races get won and lost, is right at the light. All right, you guys, so that's it for the video. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch it. If you watched it all the way through, you're an absolute legend. And definitely subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications so you can get access to the next videos. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.